People often talk about the idea of my red being your blue and that kind of thing. So today I want to talk about that and about different opinions about what that is and the arguments that are connected with it. Okay, so we have a spectrum of colours here. We have a tomato, an orange, a carrot, a banana, a lime, a blue book by John Green, an indigo, plum, a violet hoodie, and a violet cigarette lighter. Now, I can see from this picture that unfortunately it's not inverting it perfectly, so I'm just going to have to go with that because I don't have a facility for changing the colour otherwise. But the general idea is that there is something which it is like to see yellowness, greenness, and so forth. And the other thing is that these things are hot and cold colours. This is seen as a hotter colour than this is. By the way, this book is bloody brilliant. You should read it. Anyway, that's another matter. So, if it's a hot colour, that is a hot colour. So, let's have a look at this yellow flame. Compare it to the yellow banana, which is oddly yellow in that picture. Try the orange carrot, which is orange again, for some strange reason. Or the red tomato. Not quite right, is it? Anyway, but notice that reflection of the light outside is black. Now, white is something that lights things up. So, if I squat down in front of you like this, and you see my pupil there, and I cover my eyes up, my pupil should be getting bigger. Now, I'm going to use, in a minute, I'm going to use this torch, I don't know if you can see that, to alter the size of my pupils. So that's something that alters the size of the pupils, and it shrinks. When you shine a light on something, it makes the light brighter, it makes colours brighter. You don't get blackness, and blackness is never dazzling. And that means there's a behavioural difference. Now look at the colour wheel. The idea is that goes from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet, and you end up with a colour wheel that works all the way around. But when we see different colours, we see them differently. So, the question is this: does it really make any difference, or doesn't it? I would say that that depends on your view of the mind. If you think the mind is a purely physical thing, then suppose you have a friend who is an exact copy of a human being, and their mind is functionally the same as yours. It's just that all their nerve cells and their brain cells have been replaced by transistors and electronic components that do exactly the same thing. So, for example, if you had a brain problem, you could have those replaced. Is that person a person? Or do they have no consciousness? Is there anything which is light? When they look at a banana, do they see that banana as yellow, or don't they? When they look at John Green's book, do they enjoy it? It's got rather dark pages, as you can probably see. Or are there differences because of the way you see things? Now, so as far as that's concerned, there is, if you think this person doesn't have a mind, if they're not really a person, they're a robot, how are you being different from being racist and saying that somebody is subhuman because they're not the same race as you? Now, I think that there is a difference, and there is something which it is like to be a robot, possibly. And I think, in fact, you have to extend that all the way down. Now, the argument falls because of things like functionalism. This functionalism is the idea you can have a functional equivalent. Now, if somebody was simulated by a very efficient committee, they might have all the same reactions to the other person that they're copying, but they wouldn't be said to have a subjectivity and an experience. There would be nothing it was like to be that committee. And I think that means that there is a problem with functionalism, and my solution to it is panpsychism, but I'll have to go into that somewhere else because I'm running out of time now.